You said that the U.S. should impose sanctions against Israel, but you just heard folks from opposite sides of the aisle there, you know, giving uncompromising support for Israel. Are Israel's interests much in line with the United States, much more so than Hamas?
Oh, they're very much more in line with the United States' interests. The United States' interests, friends, and enemies in the region, and Israel becomes the arm of the United States foreign policy in the region, which is why they have unequivocal, unwavering support of Israel. And quite frankly, supporting Israel as an American politician is like kissing a baby. It's the safest position to take. And of course we want to protect Israel's right to exist. No one wants to see innocent Israeli lives lost. No one wants to see anything but the protection of Israeli lives. However, that can't come at the expense of Palestinian lives. And right now is an opportunity for the United States to exercise moral leadership and speak against this offensive siege that's being waged in Gaza. And that's my point. I don't want to see Israel lose its right to defend itself. I want to see Israel stop engaging in an offensive in Gaza. And also, it's important to say, and this is to Alan's point earlier, yes, Israel has a right to defend itself from outside threats, and he draws the comparison to what would you do if you were in the United States. But it's a very different circumstance. You can't, on the one hand, assume an occupation role and then treat it as a foreign power. Gaza is being occupied. The region is being occupied. You can't, on the one hand, occupy it and then treat it like a foreign territory, which is then launching threats against it. They have an international responsibility, according to Hague Regulations Article 47, according to all sorts of international law, to treat Gaza very differently. That's the point.
Just wrong.
Alan?
Just wrong. That's just wrong. Israel ended its occupation completely in 2005.
That's untrue.
And between 2005 and 2007.
That's disingenuous.
No, it's absolutely true.
Well, let me respond.
Hang on, Alan. Why is it not true? Why is it not true?
It's not true. It's not true because there are international standards for occupation. They still control electromagnetic space, the airspace, the naval space, the population registry. Every single measure of occupation they meet, they satisfy all the conditions for occupation.
According to the United States government, Israel occupies Gaza.
Exactly.
Well, no, we're not talking about now. We're talking about 205, 207. And by the way, if that was the policy, then we'll never get a two-state solution because Israel will always have to have some military presence in the West Bank as a security border. That is an unconditional requirement for Israel's success. Both of your speakers have very short memories. They forget that in 2000-2001, Israel offered to end the occupation, to create a two-state solution. Arafat said no. In 2007, Olmert offered to end the occupation, create a two-state solution. Abbas did not respond. You have to remember that Israel has, since 1948, favored the two-state solution.
I want them
but Alan, today, Alan,
Peter.
2 weeks ago, this Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said very explicitly he does not support the two-state solution. So we are now in a reality in which we have a Palestinian leader.
It
is true, absolutely. He said Israel would maintain permanent military control over the West Bank. That is not.
And you cannot have a Palestinian.
You cannot have a Palestinian state in which another state, Israel, has permanent military control of it.
When the other Palestinian states stop sending rockets, then that will end. A military occupation can continue until the military threat is over. That is clear under international law.
Alan, okay, so now you're at least conceding the fact that there is a military occupation. A moment ago, you were not.
There is no military occupation in Gaza. There is in the West Bank. Don't put words in my mouth, please.
In 2005, you're right, 8,000 settlers were moved out. There was a shift. However, Palestinian people in Gaza have not exercised one day of self-governance, one day of control, one day where their movements haven't been completely controlled, and one day...
That's not true. Between 2005 and 2007, they had an election.
In January...
Let Mark finish and then we'll let Peter get it.
In an election, Jimmy Carter monitored it.
Alan, between 2005 and 2007, Israel had a security perimeter inside the Gaza Strip from which Palestinians were barred from entry. How on earth can you say that Israel was not occupying between 2005 and 2007?
It was not occupying it. They were free. They could have created a state. They could have built
beautiful... They were barred from territory inside the Gaza Strip.
They could move within the region.
The Israelis left the settlements. They left hothouses, greenhouses. They could have built a beautiful, beautiful state. Instead, they turned to rockets. They turned to tunnels. They used all of their resources not to feed their residents, not to help their residents, but to build tunnels and to build rockets rockets to try to destroy Israel's right to exist. That's reality. You cannot paint that in a more positive light.
Yeah, but then, Alan, how come you had a Palestinian leader in the West Bank who did accept Israel's right to exist, who did terrific security cooperation with Israel,
and they offered him a state.
No, in fact, not this government at all. This government has never been willing to put any map on the table about territory and has never accepted the 67 lines plus
Let's talk about the Israeli government.
We're going to have to wrap it up.
Israeli government.
We're going to have to wrap it up. Alan, I'll let you get a word in. Everyone will get a word in. First, Alan, quickly.
Olmert is part of the Israeli government. He offered them a state. They did not accept it. They now regret it. And I wish we can finally have a two-state solution with peace on both sides.
Peter?
We have now a Palestinian leader who was within the Clinton parameters, publicly stated, that Bill Clinton laid out in December 2000, an Israeli government that's not. This may be hard for supporters of the two-state solution like Alan to come to terms with, but sadly, it's the reality.
And Mark?
Look, I know Benjamin Netanyahu, he is in favor.
Mark, go ahead.
Right. There's nothing more frustrating than this idea somehow that the Palestinian people had the opportunity for Shangri-La and instead turned to violence and destruction. That is simply,
It's true.
It's simply
true.
Well, repeating that it's true doesn't make it any...
Between 2005 and 2007.
Alan,
Alan, that's not true. As soon as Hamas was elected in 2006, there was a military imposition and a siege started. That is simply untrue. But the point here is
that after the rockets.
That is not after the rockets. Gaza is an open-air prison.
After the rockets.
Alan, let him finish. You had your chance. Let him finish. Go ahead, Mark.
Gaza is an open-air prison. People's movements are restricted. People's ability to self-determine is restricted. In the midst of all of that, to look at rockets and tunnels and say somehow that Israel is on the defensive is simply untrue. It's empirically untrue, and it violates international law.
Let's hope that lives will stop being lost very soon and they'll reach some sort of agreement. And as we leave you, thank you very much. I want to show you the skies above Gaza.